Wrestling.
And hey folks, Bum Shadows back with you again, and don't adjust your sets. It's not Extreme Championship Wrestling, it's Eastern Championship Wrestling. And as we can see photos of Polly Dangerously, The Franchise, Shane Douglas, Public Enemy, and others, among others, and we got Sandman and, rest her soul, woman. And, of course, Sabu flipping over the ropes. But anyway, we can see that they're trending definitely in the extreme direction with this type of logo. And it would only be a matter of time. Hens worlds collide, fighting over cocks. Oh, no, wait. When worlds collide. It's the Rockin Rebel versus Tommy Dreamer. And we got Joey Styles on the call. One of the best ever. And now we get a look at the participants. First, it's Rockin Rebel, along with his manager, Jason. Self-proclaimed or proclaimed by them the sexiest man alive. But there's Tommy Dreamer, looking a little like Disco Inferno. He takes an old man's cane, threatens to hit him with it, but then gives it back. What a babyface move. And yes, there's Tommy Dreamer, who Joey Styles calls a pretty boy, a playboy, and a Ken doll, or that's how he's referred to the fans. There's Jason, got a little Band-Aid on his face, looking stupid because of Taz. Now here's Rockin' Rebel being a jerk and messing with the ring announcer's hair, then flipping his mullet in his face. What a heel. Then he gets stripped by Jason right in the middle of the ring. And now we see a young Tommy Dreamer who has borrowed Barry Horowitz's suspenders for this one, and then does the bushwhacker dance. No, it just looks like that. He was spinning his arm around. Anyway, we're about to start this match. Rebel's adjusting his tights. Tommy's thinking about it. Here we go. Push comes to shove. The match has started. They're pointing fingies at each other. Oh, man. Dreamer's fingy is in the Rebel's face. What is going to happen? A handshake? He offers his hand. Rebel says no. Another handshake? No. What's he gonna do this time? Dreamer reaches back and slaps the Rebel right across his rockin' face. That obviously leads to a collar and elbow tie-up, and the match has begun. Rebel gets in a few shots, gets reversed, and then ducks the clothesline. Very well forecasted. And then Tommy Dreamer delivers a Tekken-like combo, complete with an overhead spinning kick. However, when Rebel is put in the corner, he delivers a boot to the stomach of Dreamer. Or how low was it? Now, Rebel chopping away, chopping down the tree. But no, much like Undertaker in 1991, he is not selling these chops. Rebel tries to duck out. Tommy says, no way, mister. He grabs him and chops him in the corner. Look at this back and forth seesaw chopping. And there's Rebel chopping away as well. However, Dreamer reverses him and hits him with the shoulder tackle in the corner. Now, Dreamer sets it up. What's this going to be? Snap, suplex, right in the middle of the ring. And then he complements that maneuver with what is called a power elbow drop. The Dreamer elbow. And the count, but no, it's not enough. And Rebel kicks out. Now, Dreamer puts on a Dragon Sleeper, Shades of Ultimo. But Rebel is able to escape until he's in the corner where Dreamer applies a wrist lock into a textbook body slam. Yes, and then the ginger knee right to the face. Now, during this front face lock, something happens here. Look at that hand. Look at it. He's grabbing Dreamer's bum. He was patting it the whole time. He knew what he was doing. And guilty as he was, Rebel goes to hit Dreamer in the corner with a knee. But Dreamer moves and turns it into an arm drag into an arm lock. And as Dreamer has that arm bar on, Rebel gets back to his feet, gains control, throws Dreamer off the rope, and Dreamer floats over, and then cartwheels almost into a sunset flip! Sunset flip! Oh, yes! Oh, but it's red thighs to the ears. And after those rocking thighs, the Rockin Rebel nails Dreamer with a clothesline, a nice one, and then fixes his mullet. Joey Styles does not like that. Now, he puts Dreamer on the rope, distracts the ref, and look, Jason with a cheap shot. But Dreamer's not having it, and the chase is on foot, suspenders in the wind, looking for Jason. He's gonna hunt him. No! Rebel cuts him off of the pass, and then points to his head and says, I got a mullet. Then he throws Dreamer into the corner, and Dreamer bounces right off into the mat. And then Rockin Rebel tributes him by doing a back bump. Okay, well then he goes over for the pin, and it's only a 1 count, so that's what you get when you take your eyes off the prize. Now, Rockin Rebel goes for the belly to back, but no, Dreamer shifts his weight, but only gets a 1, and ding! Oh no! We know where that hand's going, right to the Rebel Rocks. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Then Dreamer hits the DDT! The DDT, the match is over, right? No, Dreamer decides I want to go on the top rope and fly like an eagle through the sky and like a handsome missile. He flies, but nobody's home, and he might have injured his pee-pee. And as we see, his hand placement is definitely on the bizzles, for sure. And now, Rockin Rebel getting back to his tootsies. He spreads Dreamer's legs and drops the leg. Oh no! Shatter Dreamer! The cover and the count, but no, it's not enough. It's not enough. However, Rebel off the ropes and a sweet swinging neck breaker. And then Shades of Hulk Hogan drops the leg. Cover! But no! Dreamer finds the intestinal fortitude. However, Rebel now has a sidewalk slam onto Dreamer, but appears to have bummed his knee. Is his knee bummed? He crawls over for the count, but Jesus says, no, pick his head up. We got more damage to do. Rebel stupidly listens, bounces Dreamer off the rope. However, Dreamer counters with the Luther's press. Shades of Luther's. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Dreamer wins it. He has pinned the Rockin Rebel and then casually hangs over the guardrail talking to the fans. But hold the AOL connection. Is there trouble in paradise? Is Rebel gonna turn face? Is he No, he gets paid off by Jason and accepts the money. Gives a handshake, then a very, very, very touching hug. Very close and form-fitting. I love it. You love to see it. But then again, you're supposed to boo these guys. So boo! The second match on this card was Mikey Whipwreck vs. 911 ECW TV title. So this has been ECW when Worlds Collide. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep bumming.
This has been Bum Winners. Till next time, keep bumming.